That white male privilege go hard for Nick. He not going through nothing. He gets to have all of his friends and he gets to have his Barbie. Who you talking to? Where my gun? He couldn't be cool with me if I was Jeremiah. You didn't try to deliberate or nothing. It's all friggin' playtime. Why are they paying attention more to what was shown? The whole point of this reusing is for them to clear up what wasn't shown. And we're back. The second half, second hour. It's later in the day. It was morning before. It's afternoon now. Hopefully this is the part of the show where it gets entertaining, where it gets more interesting, where people open their mouths more when they bring out Jeremiah and Hannah. Hopefully that's what happens during this hour, because this shit is dry and boring.
Happy outside the villa, and I think that's really what you should be focused on.
I don't appreciate Huda telling Shelly what to do and what she should be focused on. Ain't nobody saying that she's not focused on her relationship. We're trying to clarify what happened in the past. She keeps trying to overlook and dismiss the issues that people had with her of things she's previously said by saying, but now you're good. Now it's all good. You're happy. So why are we talking about it? Because that's why we're here. We're here to talk about it. This is a talk show.
On, and
trust me, I am focused on that, but I want to say this to you, Huda. This was never a misunderstanding. I never felt like you shouldn't have explored him. I never felt like, oh, it was supposed to be just for me. I never felt like that. That being said, when I came out the villa, things seemed like they were cool and sweet and fine. You were speaking to me, everything. You went on your podcast and was addressing me, and the way you were addressing it was in a way of like, I did this, like, I was clear about it, like, everyone's making it like this and that, whatever. But it's like, you were apologetic at one point, came off a show, went on interviews. You added fuel to so many fires that were already out there.
It's true.
And then now we're back here where it's like, oh, just focus on this. I am focused on my relationship. It was just annoying that you keep trying to be like, oh, girl, I'm doing this for you, this, that, whatever.
Okay. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more of the Love Island
No
USA
response from Huda.
Season 7 reunion.
No response from Huda.
Woo! Please, can I take you forward? You be on the second row next to you three gents.
Welcome back. I'm Ariana Maddox here with the cast of Love Island USA Season 7.
And I'm Andy Cohen. Right now it's time to welcome back two Islanders whose chemistry was top of the class.
I just want to say that was very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. And now it seems like Huda's off the stage. I don't know. They switched everybody around.
Say hi again to Hannah and Charlie.
Yay, finally Hannah. Hannah's on
A viewer
stage.
named Rachel asked, Iris and TJ, Pepe and Hannah, is there unfinished business?
I don't think so. I think me and Iris, we had that conversation in LA, and we needed to have that conversation to move forward. And she's with Pepe, and they have a great relationship, so I'm happy for the both of them.
And what about you, Hannah?
I think that nobody is as deserving of like a strong connection as them. I think they both are amazing people. There's no animosity from me at all.
How hard was it when you left the villa, then watching the show and seeing them strike up a connection?
When I left, I kind of left with the mindset that like, I know that things change quickly and I am not gonna hold on to something that like could not work out. And I didn't want to like end up disappointed or feeling, like hurt or upset. And like Iris is the best woman ever. And that's my girl. And like she had my back and I want to have her back through everything.
Love you.
Love you.
Andrina, do you have anything to say to Brian, who called you boring on the show?
Well, to be fair, he didn't call me boring. I watched back. He called our conversations boring, where's Brian? Yes, I totally agree. I'm not mad about that at all. I just feel like me and Brian, it was just nothing there. I was just upset about him standing behind Jaden because he never told me about Jaden. I would appreciate if you're like, listen, I'm not feeling you, I'm feeling Jaden, I'm having conversations with her, but he never said anything about Jaden. And that's why I was upset when I left.
Brian, would you want to address that?
we coupled up basically off physical attraction. We were trying to get to know each other, and then we said we wanted to explore other people. She had a conversation with Pepe that day. I had a conversation with Jaden, and it was either staying behind somebody I know would be just a friend, or there's no romantic connection there, or staying behind somebody that there is a potential connection with. So that's why I made that decision, and I honestly didn't have the time to tell her, so.
I found it interesting that he didn't have the time to tell her that he didn't have a connection with her or that he wanted to move on to Jaden. But he did have time to tell the guys. Interesting. Didn't have time to tell her. Had time to tell Elin, Chris. Had time to tell them, though.
That's honestly why that happened. I know we had a conversation where we were like, if we're feeling somebody else, we do that. So maybe I apologize for that, but that's why I didn't do it. I really didn't have the time to do it after the challenge. We went right to that, so.
Okay, when I pulled Pepe for a shot, I went to you first and I told you I'm pulling Pepe for a shot because I just felt weird pulling someone else for a shot without telling you. And that's when you told me, oh, I'm also pulling Jaden, which I feel like maybe you wouldn't have done that if I didn't say first that I was pulling someone else for a shot. And also, you had, I think, 2 or 3 conversations with Jaden. So I feel like you did have the chance to let me know that you were feeling Jaden, but you never even mentioned Jaden's name.
I'm glad she clocked
The
that.
reason behind that was, like you said, we went like 2 days without talking unless we were laying in the bed with each other. And
You could
at
talk
that
in the bed.
point, I got to explore. Yeah, I probably could have made it clear sooner, so that's probably on my side. I'm not scared to admit that, but that was the reason why I stood behind Jaden on that challenge. So.
Okay.
Well, they say that 2's company, but 3's a crowd.
He didn't say nothing.
And no one knows that better than Charlie, Hannah, and Pepe.
He said he didn't have time. When she said you did have time, he then said, well, we were only in the bed. You could talk in the bed.
Sparks were...
I wish they would just say, I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't feel like telling you. I wish they would just be honest and be direct and be real. They're not. You didn't tell her because you didn't want to. You didn't feel the need to. You didn't feel like you had to. You didn't want to. So you didn't.
For flying between Hannah and Charlie, America voted to pair her with bombshell Pepe instead. Then, in a shocking twist, Charlie got dumped. Let's take a look at the vote.
Does Andy have a gold tooth?
Twist, Charlie got dumped. Let's take a look at
His
the
bottom
vote.
tooth look gold.
Rocked the
Well,
vote.
it looked yellow, but it don't. There's a chance all of his teeth are fake except that one.
Boys.
Let's get the game going.
If this is what all baseball games are like, I understand what the Americans get so hyped about. The girl that I want to couple up with is Hannah.
Charlie is quite literally the embodiment of my type. Plus, he has that little British accent that makes me wanna tip cheerio, take my clothes off, you know.
Obviously, I'm aware that, you know, someone could always come into the villa that does tick some boxes and may take your attention.
I think you have nothing to worry about.
Really?
Hola, me llamo Pepe.
No way.
I'm here for Hannah.
Oh, Hannah.
I know what I came here to get, and I will get it.
Sorry, Charlie.
I'm fucked.
I hate this shit.
You should not worry about that man until she tells you to worry about that man.
Oh, Lord.
I felt like I was losing you, I'm not gonna lie.
We are already so good. I don't think it's possible for anything to be better.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I have been all over the place the last few days, but ultimately, what I've been missing has been, like, right in front of me.
But then,
Pepe, the girl America wants you to couple up with is Hannah. Who do you want to dump from the island tonight?
Charlie. Charlie. Sorry.
Charlie. How does it feel watching all of that back?
You know, like, the way it went down was pretty brutal, you know, like, to go, you know, me and Hannah were coupled up, and then we get separated by the America vote. So then only moments later after that, get dumped out of the island by my own islanders, right? I'm completely out of the picture. It's not even like I can fight for it. And yeah, man, like, it was rough, do you know what I mean? That first week was pretty rough, to be honest.
Hannah, take us through how you were feeling that night that Charlie got voted off.
Like, I felt really guilty because I thought, like, part of the reason that he was sent home was because of me and, like, what I did. And so I really blamed myself a lot, and I think that led to, like, a lot of the emotions I was feeling. But I think I was just needing somebody there for me in that time, and I think that Pepe was, like, there for me through that, and I think that just shows, like, a testament to his character. And I think that's why I had, like, such mixed emotions, because I was really sad, but also, like, I was grateful to have somebody there to comfort me.
Yeah.
I don't hold any negativity towards you about moving on with Pepe. At the end of the day, you obviously were attracted to Pepe and also felt a connection. And, you know...
At the time, you said it made you feel sick.
Of course it did. The first week, 100%. Yeah. Like, I've been dumped from the island. First thing I see the next day is they go on a date. Second day, then obviously things got a bit more intimate. Yeah, I think any person, any normal human, when you're developing feelings for someone or you're going through something, no one wants to see that other person be intimate with somebody else. That's just basic human emotion, do you know what I mean? On the outside and the inside of the villa.
Hannah, what's making you emotional tonight?
I don't know, I think it's just, like, it's, like, nostalgic to be around everyone and, like, kind of actually, like, processing everything, because I think as soon as I got home, I was like, I'm gonna stay in my bed and, like, do what I want to do and, like, completely turn my brain off from this. I think it's weird to relive it now.
Charlie, I know you said that Amaya's vote was really hurtful, especially because you two had a connection. What did it feel like to watch that moment back?
So for me, I'll break that down. Like, so for me, I actually spoke to Amaya before Hannah, and I remember thinking, man, this girl's great. Do you know what I mean? She was bubbly, do you know what I mean? Great. But then me and Hannah really progressed. And after the situation with Ace happened, the babe thing, I remember Hannah came up to me and said, like, Amaya's asked if she could speak to you. She feels comfortable to speak to you about the situation. And, you know, she came to me and, you know, he was emotional, and I was saying, listen, like, don't worry about it. You're going to find somebody. And, you know, I felt like for a little few days, me, you and Hannah had this cool friendship. So, yeah, like, for me, the vote was, you know, it probably hurt the most because I just thought, damn, like, you know, I always kind of felt there was at least some kind of friendship there.
I'm sorry.
I understand. I wonder, what was it that made you the final vote?
So it was just, like, based off the last conversation that I had with Hannah, and it was just like you guys were both in a bad place. So that's why my vote went the way that
That wasn't the last conversation you had with Hannah.
It was nothing personal, like, towards you, or...
Of course not, yeah.
And I hope that doesn't, like, define our...
I could have sworn the last conversation you had with Hannah, Hannah was telling her she really liked Charlie and she really wanted to be with him.
For friendship or any type of way.
No, does it?
Because it was really hard.
No, I understand.
That's why I was like, I really don't want to do that.
Yeah. Like, no, of course, it's a difficult situation to be in for anybody, you know, to make that decision. So I wasn't sure whether you'd vote for me or not, but I just thought it was probably maybe. I still feel like I was the easy vote for everyone, to be honest. I felt like it was easier, do you know what I mean? Because they were rooting for their own people. I think me and Hannah's connection was strongest. Respectfully, I do feel like it probably should have been Taylor that went that night, do you know what I mean? Because it's evident now to see that he wasn't really into Alondra as much as people thought. And, like, obviously he's gone on to meet Clark, yeah, and that's great, that's part of the show, but if you were going to weigh it up, the three people, I don't think I should have gone home that night, but I think it was easier.
I fucked with Charlie. I always did. Fucks with him even more now.
To send me home.
Will you guys ever rekindle, you think?
Like, intimately?
Yeah, romantically.
We haven't really spoken to each other in that way since the villa, and you know.
Hannah, do you see a chance for that?
I would say I do not.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you're clear on that. Well, Hannah thought her journey with Pepe was just getting started. But the girls had other plans. After landing in the bottom 3, Hannah's fate was left to the safe Islanders. And in a surprise move,
I just saw her.
Sent her packing.
We actually have unseen footage of that deliberation that we can show you right now.
Huda's still there.
This is obviously a very, very hard decision for all of us because we have like a special bond with each individual girl up there. But I truly feel like this should be fair and we should go from like the strongest couple to like the weakest. And all we have to go off of is just like recent things that's happened and recent conversations. I think that's only fair.
I agree. Go one by one.
Pepe and Hannah,
They're solid.
amazing.
They're good.
They're really good.
They're really solid, and he's really happy, and she's really happy. And I would hate to fuck that up.
Me too.
And then I don't know how I feel about going based off of the connections, simply because if we're using Hannah and Pepe for an example, I just think
I hope they do this for Jeremiah too. How the boys discussed sending Jeremiah home. And if they don't do that, this is some bias ass shit. Like I said in my first video, woman on woman shit. It's woman on woman shit if they don't do this also for Jeremiah. And I'm actually gonna be annoyed if they don't do this for Jeremiah.
Thinking about their connection, I think about her and Charlie's connection, how it happened instantly, and then how her and Pepe's happened instantly. And when it was you and Jeremiah, I'm like, you know what? I can't be the one to say that love at first sight is not a real thing. But then it's like, look where you guys ended up. And I don't want her to go home.
I don't want her to go home.
I feel like I really feel like I don't want her to go home.
I don't want her to go home.
I feel like she gives her all in all her connections that she's made so far. She's been open and she is hard.
She's been beating herself up so bad about this shit.
So it's either Hannah or Iris.
I really feel like Iris has truly been putting her best foot forward. She's been dealt with some fucking shitty ass cards, y'all.
I would feel awful sending Iris home. But then again, I would feel awful sending Hannah home.
Hannah's such a fucking light in this place.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is like really, she's such a big personality. I love that going.
That's why I really loved Hannah. Because of the big personality and the light and all of that. She's so light. Like, she's so cute and bubbly. Like you just want to pick her up. That's why I loved her so much. So I was sad when she went home. But I understand what they're saying. They're being very fair in their discussion here. Can't wait to hear the one with Jeremiah.
She's so sweet.
1, 2, 3 name. 1, 2, 3 name.
Mario.
Only take 10 seconds. 10.
I feel so bad, man.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hannah.
Damn.
Fuck.
Damn, they all said Hannah.
1. Hannah.
Fuck.
Hannah.
Yeah, they all said Hannah.
Fuck.
Huda very conveniently covered her mouth, but she said Hannah too.
Hannah, what does it feel like to see that?
I just need a second.
Aww. Aww. This is what I'm talking about. You just want to pick her up. You just want to pick her up. I want to pick her up so badly. She's so cute.
It hurts, but I understand.
Right.
It feels better to know now, I guess, the explanation, because I think that's what I struggled with a lot, is I just felt like there was so many unanswered questions, and I just was wondering what I did wrong, or if there was something I could have done or said that would have changed things. But I'm grateful for my experience, and I just was not going to find love in the villa, and that's okay.
I'm wondering if any of the ladies regret.
Why do they feel like romantic love is the only love? Didn't she just say she loved Iris and that's her girl and she's so happy she got Iris? You did find love. Iris. How about Iris is gonna be in your life longer than Pepe is gonna be in Iris's life? I don't understand why we always do this. Why are we diminishing friendships as if they're not as important love-wise as romantic relationships are? Romantic love is the least important or strongest love, because you can have romantic love with so many different people. You're not gonna break up with Iris for a while. You know what I'm saying? You found love. It just wasn't romantic love.
Dumping Hannah. Or does your reasoning still stand?
Sending someone home is never a good feeling, and even sitting here seeing you emotional now, it's not a good feeling either. In that moment, I was like, maybe we could do things a little bit differently. There's other people here who haven't gotten a chance to find a connection. Like, in a little part of it, we were thinking like, oh my gosh, she gets to see Charlie again, which at the end of the day, we still didn't even feel good about. Immediately after, we were very emotional sending Hannah home. It felt almost like a betrayal, to be honest.
Iris, that made you really emotional.
Yeah, I really feel for Hannah. You know, she did have a strong connection. Sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I should have went home because I didn't have a connection, but
you tried.
It's a hard thing to like live with.
Sending anybody home fucking sucks. It really does. Like, it's not an easy decision at all. When I tell you we sit there.
It was easy for Nick to send you home twice. It was hella easy for Nick to send you home twice. And it was easy for you to forgive him. Nick just skating through this shit. No nothing for him. That white male privilege is crazy. That white male privilege go hard for Nick. He not going through nothing. He gets to have all of his friends and he gets to have his Barbie.
For a fat minute, thinking they're like, come on.
And he don't have to talk to Ciara ever again. And everybody's cool with it.
Tell us your answer. We're just like, we don't fucking know.
And yes, I'm keeping my foot on Nick's neck because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody else got their foot on his neck. So yeah, my foot is on his neck. Cause how come he just get to skate? Like he wasn't in there acting up. Like he ain't been out here acting up. My foot is on his neck, yeah.
And Hannah's such a sweet little ball of energy, and she's flourishing right now. And I'm so proud of her. She made the freaking best of this shit. I'm proud of her.
Hannah, how do you feel hearing all of that from the girls?
It is annoying.
I think that the general consensus from what I've seen since I've been out of the villa is everyone wants me to be so angry at them.
Huda got so much to say right now. You ain't got nothing to say to Shelly?
Like, they're not your friends, like they wouldn't have sent you home, but regardless of who would have gone home, somebody was going to be hurt, and it doesn't mean that those friendships weren't important. And I would shut that down every time because you guys are important to me, and
that's the difference between you and Huda. You shut it down when somebody disrespect them. Huda doesn't. That's the difference. If somebody came up to me and was like, that ain't your friend, fuck that bitch. And then I was like, you know what, you're right. I'm not a good friend. If I responded the way Hannah is saying she did and shut it down and be like, who you talking to? Where my gun? You know? That's how you're supposed to respond when somebody talks shit about your friend.
You guys treated me so well, and like this wouldn't have happened. Maya and Ryan wouldn't have happened. Like, I am so grateful that these beautiful connections were able to come, even if it was off of like a heartbreak for me. But you know, everything happens for a reason.
Selfless.
And I'm just grateful that I got to meet everyone and that I get to cherish these friendships forever.
See? Friendships forever. Whenever people talk about friendships, they always add that forever to it. BFF. Forever. People don't say that about romantic relationships. Lie to me and tell me that people say that about their boyfriend, girlfriend. They don't add that forever. They only do that with their friend. But I'm supposed to believe that romantic love is stronger than friendship love. Y'all got me all the way fucked up. All the way fucked up. All the way over there. Across the Hudson.
What a great attitude.
She's an angel.
Absolutely. We are going to leave it there. We will
the angel that is Hannah. Hannah Banana.
Okay, listen, if you guys ever, like, let's say hypothetically, this is hypothetically, not 3 years, not 3 years, would you name the baby Shalay? Middle name Shalay?
I like it.
I kind of like it.
I
kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
It sounds like shoelace.
You have anything to say?
About you?
No, about y'all's relationship.
I think JD's just jealous that he doesn't have the relationship with either of us that we have with each other.
We're back.
Welcome. Alex here with iconic reunion host, Andy Cohen.
She may have been the first one voted out, but she left a lasting impression on everybody. Give it up for Belle A. For Bella. Sorry. I mean, I do, watching, I always call you Belle A. Of course your name is Bella.
It's okay. It's confusing a little bit.
But how did you come up with the dash A?
My birth given name has a dash in it. It's Isabel Dash Ann. So that's where Belle Dash comes from.
Okay.
But people just started pronouncing the dash. So here we are.
How has your life been since leaving the villa?
I was not really expecting the craziness afterwards to follow. With like the love is strong. But you know, I think that even the backlash can be a little.
Her outfit is obviously taped on and the tape is rubbing off. The adhesive is not very strong. It's awkward looking on her. Because it's supposed to be drapey, but it's not supposed to be this drapey.
Strong as well and a bit heavy to deal with.
After watching the show, how did you feel about Nick's journey after you left?
I'm very happy with Nick and Alandria. I think they are a beautiful couple. I'm so happy.
That wasn't
for
the
you guys.
question.
I love the sister.
That wasn't the question.
You and Huda had in the villa.
He had a relationship before Alandria. Once again, Nick is just skating. He's just skating. It's not fair.
Are you two still tight?
I will forever hold the biggest amount of love for Huda. You know, she was there for me when nobody else really was.
I love you.
And I'm sad to say that this is the first time I've seen her.
We haven't seen each other at all. Like,
Yeah.
We've both been so busy. But I fucking love Bella. She's great.
Well,
Huda,
let's bring out
please.
another OG who had a lot going on in the villa and had quite a lot of people talking after he left. It's Jeremiah.
Another one not wearing a shirt.
Jeremiah, it's good to see you again. How are you feeling? Are you nervous at all?
Nah, I feel great.
Well, on Love Island, breakfast was the true barometer of our couple's connections. And nothing tested the temperature quite like an uncooked pancake.
I'm done.
Pancake, eggs, over easy.
What? Peanut butter?
It was so disgusting.
You're so real for that.
Do you know how to make coffee? You serious?
You're so real for that.
Do you know how to make coffee? You serious?
I'm so serious. I do not.
Shit. Now, I know you wanted coffee, but like, I'm still trying to figure out how to work the machine type shit.
Yo, you kidding me? Why you keep taking these people's trees?
Wow, first time.
I guess that's nice that they took.
Yeah, I feel like it's not cooked all the way.
Yeah.
No way. Yes, it is not cooked all the way.
Don't eat that.
Taylor, can you help me with this?
You should thank your boy Taylor. He helped me with like my breakfast today.
Okay, what's your point in saying that?
I'm just saying.
Okay, cool, for sure.
The fuck?
You may not agree with the pancake thing, whatever.
Okay, the thing is, it's not even something for me to agree on because why would I think someone's making you pancakes when I already made you a pancake? And the fact we're still talking about this is kind of nuts.
It was that uncooked pancake.
Jeremiah looks like R.
Push
Kelly.
your relationship over the edge. Huda, do you think you overreacted at all?
I mean, it sucks having an uncooked pancake, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, he made the effort to make a pancake. God bless him.
You said, Jeremiah, in the press that your relationship was very toxic.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you feel like that when you were in it, or did you get a greater perspective watching it back?
I fucked up the pancake 100%. It wasn't about the undercooked pancake, but it was like the way she went about things, like asking Taylor and then like, oh, thank you, Taylor. That's her sign to get me to notice another man cooking or something. To me, that's strange. That's where I was like, okay, let me start paying real attention to how our communication is.
There's definitely things that I should have worked on, and that's those things that I'm addressing in my life now. The thing is that you learn from mistakes and you work towards being a better person.
What do the other Islanders think about the relationship between the two of them that you guys witnessed while you were in the villa together?
I'm surprised he lasted that long, man. I'm not gonna lie. Someone said what that pancake situation would have been done for me, so fair play to him. He tried, but that's crazy.
I'm never one to put the blame all on one person, but like, like our date, for example, I'm like, okay, first we have to, survive the villa. Then we gotta, do long distance. Then we gotta, date in the same city. Then we move in together. But then watching the clip back, she goes and tells the girls, he said he wants to move in with me. And that makes the girls look at me some type of way as the love bombing, where that's not at all what happened.
True.
You feel like I love bomb you by definition of love bombing?
To some capacity, yes, I do.
Okay. But like the definition of love bombing has to involve intent and manipulation?
People don't have to do it intentionally. You can love bomb unintentionally.
Okay, so
that doesn't make sense.
I love you twice in 3 days, and then me saying, yo, sometimes I do too much, I'm gonna be overbearing, let me know if I'm tripping, and you say, no, you're doing fine. How am I love bombing you if I'm coming to you and asking you, yo, I think I'm doing too much, am I? And you say no. And then also at the same time, I'm not doing enough.
Same thing happened with Amaya and Austin. Amaya went to Austin and said, am I doing too much? And he said no, just for him to go back and tell the other guys, Amaya's doing too much. Because people are not saying stuff to each other's face. They're saying it to other people. Just like Brian didn't tell Adriana, I'm gonna go talk to somebody else, but he told the boy that he's gonna go talk to somebody else.
So with those 3 facts alone, in my eyes, I can't be love bombing you, because those all contradict what love bombing is, from my point of view.
Well, yeah, I felt all the emotions. Like when you would tell me things, like I've truly felt those emotions.
They were real.
Yeah,
Sure.
I felt those emotions.
I didn't love bomb you. I just wanted to explain why to everyone else that said I was love bombing. Does that make sense to you, Ace?
When you're telling me very early on, yo, if a bombshell come in, just tell your girl, oh, I love you, and your girl not gonna leave you, and you tell me it's a joke.
Yeah, it's very clearly a joke.
Okay, but this is something a little off.
Yeah, but love bombing is to that person. I can't love bomb Huda through you.
You're coming to us about, what should I do about this girl? What should I do about this?
I can't love bomb Huda through you. That's true though. He tell you something and you think that that's him love bombing Huda.
This, and then you guys are having this toxic ass relationship throughout the villa. True. It's affecting all of us.
I agree. I liked her too much. Relationship, that turned up toxic, and I'm not a scammer. Like that shit really hurt.
So, do you think that Jeremiah was there for the wrong reasons?
When I hear comments about getting the money, when I hear comments about followers outside the villa, I don't feel this is a genuine connection.
What did you hear?
That
He was focused too much on what would happen after this, after the show?
It's been conversations of, when the guys are sitting around talking about, what was our following before this, and what was your following, and what do you think it's gonna be?
I'll clear that up real quick. One, I never mentioned the money. I remember I made a joke where like, oh, when we get out of here or when we win. I didn't go in there, let me go get 50, let me go stress for 6 weeks to get 50 racks. That's not, respectfully, like, I'm not going through that 50 racks, you feel me? So it's like, it was never about the money. And to your point, it was never about, oh, I can't wait to get out of here and see what I got. So I'm not gonna go in here like rolling the dice trying to get followers. That's dumb.
I'm curious for Nick and Taylor if you think Jeremiah was love bombing Huda.
I just agree with whatever Ace says.
Clearly. No backbone ass. No backbone ass.
I don't think he's
just makes jokes and then people move on. It's just like, why are you here? Why are you here?
We all came here to find love.
Andrita, I want to ask you about something Taylor said on a
Why is Nick here? Nick and Huda came here to get checks. That's it. It's very unauthentic from my perspective. And they got a bunch of idiots funding their lifestyle.
Jeremiah was possessive of you to the point of telling the boys not to talk to you. Pepe and Nick both wanted to get to know you, but Jeremiah would tell them not to. What's your reaction to this?
I don't even think that's a question for me.
Exactly.
What's your reaction?
Should I tell you not to?
First off, no, that's not what you said. What I said on the podcast was Jamal's being possessive.
Why are you talking? Andy clearly just said Pepe and Nick were told not to talk to Andreina. And then Jeremiah turned to Nick and said, did I tell you not to talk to her? And here goes Taylor, speaking for Nick. Why does he keeps getting to skate? This is insane. Why did he even show up?
For Andrina. Me and Pep was in the bedroom one night, and Jemiah said, I'm gonna talk to Andrina all day so nobody's gonna talk to her. That's what I said on the podcast.
Yeah, but like y'all can pull her whenever for a chat.
It was a joke.
You know me by that's like week 3, bro. I'm gonna talk to her all night so y'all can't. Come on, bro. Like don't try to villainize that. That's strange.
Austin, you're super close with Jeremiah. What do you make of all this?
I'm so sorry. I was just zoned out for like 5 minutes.
Welcome back.
Am I missing something?
If you think of something, call us.
Yeah. No, I don't think Jeremiah was love bombing. I think like you can like someone too much and move not the correct way, like going about it just because like.
Did you hear the same things that these guys were saying?
I took it as a joke. Like I'm gonna talk to her all day.
You can pull people for chats with that, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That's kind of like I mean, I took those as a joke. I don't think
there was a challenge, and the question was, who do you think should be axed from the villa? You chose Jeremiah. Why did you choose him?
I mean, obviously, I was joking too.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't anything serious.
But you see how people go home, though, off of just jokes.
Everybody's just joking. All of y'all are a fucking joke. All of y'all are just a fucking joke. Everybody but Ace is a fucking joke.
People go home, though, off of just jokes.
I mean, yeah, but like, you guys voted out a bunch of couples. Hannah, Pepe, Charlie, Jeremiah.
These are group
people
decisions.
went home either way. People are gonna go home.
Yeah, I didn't go home because he shot me with the cannon. I'm saying, though, he felt some type of way, too. Just because he doesn't want to stand on business and say why he chose someone as a joke. That's my bro.
I did not feel any type of way.
Austin, from your perspective as someone in Jeremiah's inner circle, do you think that there were really two different guy squads in the villa?
Yeah, like, I mean, there's definitely two squads, I guess, but I don't think it's not animosity driven. I just think that people are like, always want to know, like, oh, what do you think of this person? Do you not like this person? At the end of the day, like, we all went through this experience together, so it's like we're one big family. You just have, like,
different
certain
perspectives.
family members you like more than the others.
Oh, look at it easy.
What the hell? Austin and Ace, they got some deep.
Oh, look at it easy.
What the hell? Austin and Ace, they got some deeply rooted
They do have something.
Why do they have that? It's so intense.
They don't like each other.
I know, Jeremiah, you felt betrayed.
Wait, who?
Experience together, so it's like we're one big family. You just have like certain family members you like more than the others.
Oh, look at it easy.
What the hell? Austin and Ace, they got some deeply rooted.
They do have something.
Why do they have that? It's so intense.
They don't like each other.
I know, Jeremiah, you felt betrayed by your eviction.
Yeah.
Nick, you mentioned that you wanted to address Jeremiah's dumping specifically.
Thank you, Andy.
What did you want to say?
Well, that night of the dumping, it was supposed to be a group decision between, Ace Taylor and I. And I guess what was never shown was that when we were talking about it, I specifically had said, if Adrina and Jeremiah even have like a 5% chance of making it, that's who I want to keep in the villa. And I thought that Austin should be removed from the villa. I didn't vote you out to be like a scapegoat. You just said, what?
A scapegoat?
What's wrong with that?
It reminded me of a scapegoat.
The meme that people
Is there
were
a meme?
making. Because I said it twice.
All right. Well, on that note,
Oh my God.
Seen footage of the boys' deliberations that we can show you right now.
I think for me, it's an easy decision that Pepe should be safe, and it's about now it's about Austin versus Jeremiah.
Why? Why is it an easy decision that Pepe should be safe?
Honestly, we should send Austin home because I don't feel he's got.
They didn't even tell us why they not sending Pepe home. Why is it an easy decision that Pepe gets to stay? Because Nick has a crush on him? Is that the reason? Because what the hell?
His fair shake. He also really hasn't had his type come in here yet for him to, dive in 100% on it. And then another point to that is when, even if the person wasn't his type, Austin's still up making breakfast for that person regardless and still trying, you know what I mean? So now, at least, Jeremiah, I know y'all have strong opinions on that, so I'll let y'all speak.
Pretty much with Jeremiah, bro, it's just like the fact that it's just like, I feel like he's repeating the same cycle. The America became virus to extort that. Okay, he extorted for a day, and then Adrina comes in and he's fuck Iris, treated Adrina. In here, he's not getting the full experience, bro. He's not doing the love out of the correct way.
I think the problem I'm having is like,
you guys might think that the same cycle is happening, but right now it's about, you have Austin who doesn't have somebody right now, and it could be a gamble in Jeremiah. Yeah. And then, Jeremiah is that same cycle. And then on the other hand, it's a gamble because if you send sorry, am I saying that right? No, yeah, you said it right. If you're sending Jeremiah home, then you could be risking, his relationship with a dreamer. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to write it off just because of the history that he's had. I would like to think that he is someone who grows from this and changes things. And right now, Austin doesn't have any sort of relationship here. But I think it sounds like 2 votes for Jeremiah, so it's Jeremiah is the vote.
But why not Pepe? I still don't understand. Why was Pepe just automatically safe? Why was it ultimately up to Jeremiah and Austin? They never explained that. They just automatically said, well, Pepe's safe. Why? Why is Pepe safe? Because he had Hannah? Is that what it was? Because he was only exploring Hannah for a day, right? Because Charlie just left. So wouldn't the same argument be that Jeremiah only explored Iris for a day? Is a day enough for you to say a connection is strong? I'm just not getting it.
How does it feel to see that?
I do appreciate, Nick saying, look, he's probably going to go from this. No offense to Austin, but Austin should have went home with Duke. So that definitely makes me feel better about, me and Nick being cool for sure.
Well, Ace, we got
because that's all Nick care about. Nick only care about his relationships and everybody being cool with him. He could give a fuck about who his girl is cool with.
Social media. Yeah. That you were the ringleader of sorts in getting Jeremiah dumped. And I know you put out a diss track about it recently where you alluded to the ringleader title, but I just want to hear your perspective here.
First off, it wasn't a diss track. It's just a creative way for me to express how I'm feeling.
Do you see how people could think you were the ringleader?
I will say I was very vocal, but again, in these vocal moments, everybody had something to say. You know what I mean? Those group settings when we had it. If you think I'm just gonna have a conversation with myself throughout the whole entire thing, it's kind of silly to believe that. And I felt like other people gave their inputs on things that just wasn't highlighted.
Was Ace the ringleader, did you think, Charlie?
But we've all seen 12 Angry Men. We've all seen 12 Angry Men. Nick could have worked harder to sway Taylor to his side. He couldn't have swayed Ace, fine, because Ace is too much of a leader. He is from Watts after all. But he never even tried to sway Taylor. Peter Fonda tried to sway all those other 11 men in there. He was like, I don't think homeboy is guilty. We're going to discuss this. We're going to deliberate. Ace didn't deliberate with anybody. He was like, oh, y'all think that? Okay, then that's what it is. He didn't do nothing. He couldn't be cool with me if I was Jeremiah. You didn't try to deliberate or nothing. You didn't try to sway nobody towards you. You didn't fight for me or nothing. There's no fight in him. I wouldn't put up with that shit. But like I said, that white male privilege go hard. Because he just get to skate. He just get to treat everybody however he treat them and everybody love him still.
Look like I think he tell me what to do. But don't know about ringleader, but definitely trying to figure out where everyone's heads are at. He was definitely always asking, yo, who you want to talk to today? Who do you want to talk to? But not giving out as much information in return. And when I started noticing that, I was like, okay, maybe I've got to start keeping my cards close to my chest. Right. Shit, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Last thing I'll say is I moved on now, but during the time, the night Charlie left, you're at the fire pit yelling about me, and then when y'all are sitting in a circle, from my personal experience in the villa, you were the ringleader, you were the main antagonist. That's what my experience was. But Jeremiah.
Or was it that everybody around him was just weak as fuck? Or was it that? Or was it that? I mean, Ace is 22 years old. Granted, a 22-year-old from Watts, but he's 22 years old. All of you are older than him. How is he able to run all y'all like this? It can't just be that he's a great leader. It's that y'all are just really great followers.
Man, how could I ringlead a bunch of another grown men? You're saying, oh, you was at the fire pit.
Literally what I'm just saying.
Going off about me and calling me a scammer. there's reasons why I've stated that, and I've told you that to your face. So coming out, seeing that I'm the ringleader, I'm the person who sends, I'm the only person responsible for sending a person home on Love Island.
Austin, was Ace the ringleader?
I mean, the ringleader is such a weird, like, way to put it.
Well,
like,
how would you put it then?
He put it as ringleader. You said the little ringleader, I remember.
Okay,
it's on the
I don't think I said little ringleader.
You did.
But
you did.
That's so funny. I think that's an adjective you added. But
I'm just saying you did.
I did. Okay, then I did say, yeah, group ringleader.
Do any of you guys regret your decision?
Sending Jeremiah home? Yes. For sure. Being a part of that decision, yes. I can be a man and admit that. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong about certain things. Yeah, for sure.
Who do you think should have gone?
Austin. I definitely feel like Austin should have went home.
Well, a lot of fans felt like Jeremiah and Hannah were dumped unfairly by the other Islanders. Should we see how America voted?
Yeah.
Take a look. The bottom 3 boys were Austin, Pepe, and Jeremiah, and the bottom boy was Jeremiah.
Damn.
And as we know, the bottom 3 girls in the vote were Amaya, Iris, and Hannah. And we can see that the bottom girl was Hannah.
So in theory, we...
Damn.
Pepe and Jeremiah, and the bottom boy was Jeremiah.
Damn.
And as we know, the bottom 3 girls in the vote were Amaya, Iris, and Hannah. And we can see that the bottom girl was Hannah.
So in theory, we did what America was going to do anyway, but we still got scrutinized. So it's going to get scrutinized regardless of who we voted for.
That's what I'm saying. People have their own opinion.
But those 2 would have went home regardless. Thank you for showing that.
Ace, I want to know if there is anything else that you want to address directly with the Islanders here.
I feel like Amaya, the TikTok video of you.
Wait, which TikTok video?
The TikTok
with
video.
Alex Cooper?
He's about to tell you which TikTok video, Amaya. Be quiet and listen.
Yes,
I spoke to you about
and
that.
I know I'm about to address that. When you're on a video talking about some, Ace, let's look at his height, and look, don't get me wrong, I laugh and shit. I laugh at the jokes. It's all fun and games. But when you're preaching, oh, I don't stand for bullying, I don't stand for that, but then you post a video like that, it gives mixed emotions. You feel what I'm saying?
No, okay, Ace.
This is the consistency that I was talking about before. He's right. Where's the consistency? If you don't like being made fun of, why are you making fun of people?
Hold on. If I knew that she was going to take that video and do X, Y, and Z with whatever,
right,
I would have never have tolerated that or accepted that. And I spoke to you directly that my team was trying to.
So, if I had known people were gonna see that I was bullying you, I wouldn't have bullied you.
Got that video taken down.
It doesn't feel like things are genuine when people are apologizing behind closed doors. It doesn't feel right to me. I feel like we all developed a great family inside the villa. Just coming out, just seeing different things.
People were acting differently outside the villa than inside.
It hurts my feelings when the people who I was in the villa with don't have my back, and I'm being scrutinized in the public with knowing what I've went through with y'all. That's what hurts my feelings.
Right. No response.
Okay, we have to ask because fans on social media have clocked it. I've clocked it that Jeremiah, you and Bella were staying at the same house. So, is there something going on here?
I saw a video in the same room, same car.
I love how nobody's talking to him. I love how nobody's talking to him. Do you have something to say about you and Bella's relationship or you and Ciara's relationship? But you have something to say about Bella and Jeremiah's relationship? Why are you talking now? Everybody, him and Huda came for a check. They want to talk when nobody's talking to them. When somebody talking to them, it's crickets. It's all freaking playtime. I don't like none of them. I don't like none of them. I needed this reunion so I could have my closure on them because they actually annoying me now.
Same bed.
It was a bedroom,
same
to
window.
be fair, not just the house.
We were all at the same house.
So he want to know about what's happening with Bella, but he can't tell us what's happening with him and Alandria outside of them just being travel buddies.
You know, Jeremiah is an incredible person, but I think for me, I have been waiting my whole life to be put first by somebody, and I think it's really time for me to put myself first and choose myself. And so that's where my mind's at. It's time for Bella and not Bella and somebody else. It's just me.
So you guys are not a thing, or is there potential?
Nice one.
Yeah, we're besties.
I was hoping for a recoupling, you know? On that note,
No, the one of them too dry to do that, Ariana.
Season of Love Island USA. The villa's waiting. Apply now on Instagram at Love Island USA or on the Love Island app.
Apply to be on TV through Instagram. This is where the world is working. How about I went to Macy's the other day to get a gift for somebody, and I was told to order it online. It was in the store.
Why are you going like this? It's different.
Thank you, sir. Here we go.
We are back with the Season 7 reunion. I'm your host, Ariana Maddox. Here with me tonight is Andy Cohen.
Thanks, Ariana. Well, one Islander who definitely shook things up, our very own Hurricane Coulda. From the second she stepped into the villa on day one, this single mom gave us meme-worthy moments all season long.
Oh gosh. I'm one of the most understanding people you'll probably ever meet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little intimidated by you.
Fourth will be Jeremiah.
Of course, Amaya picks Jeremiah to be her fourth base. That was the dumbest shit. I just already don't like her. I think that she has ulterior motives, and I just don't fuck with it.
Oh.
Make me like you, just by all means.
What to make you like me? Jesus
So
Christ.
don't fucking talk to me.
The crash out. This is the second one, right?
No, it's actually like the 15th.
Shit.
So fuck all the way out of my fucking vagina, brother.
I said that.
And that's it. If you wanted her to my fucking vagina, brother.
I said that.
And that's it. If you wanted her to continue to explore this connection and you value the sisterhood, I get that you don't kiss and tell, but do you mind telling the class?
I can't kiss a guy that I like. God fucking forbid.
Fuck this fucking game.
Like if I was ugly, would it make it better?
No. Hurricane Coulda. I can't do it anymore, bro.
We have a lot of questions. I was gonna start by asking what it's like watching it back, but I see you found it hysterical.
This is the thing, I've done so much self-reflection and so much work that I can look back on these moments and laugh. So it's like, obviously now I would handle things so differently. And all I can say is I was unapologetically myself in all of those moments. I didn't hide who I was one bit. And
So you did a month of self-reflection and you're a different person now?
obviously there's steps to being a better person. I think that, you know, emotions are really heightened in the villa. And is there like things that I did in the villa that I'm not proud of? Yeah. Like, what do you mean? I said
What are you proud of?
Oh my God, the cursing, like calling people names. Like, was that called for? No. It happened though.
It's a pressure cooker environment.
Yeah, of course.
In some press interviews, I know that you said that you felt isolated in the villa and bullied.
Mm-hmm.
That as a viewer, I couldn't get it because you seemed like you always had like an ongoing sisterhood going with the women. So what was the bullying that I missed watching the show?
Well, I had seen some clips after I left the villa that made me feel bullied.
What were in the clips?
It was when...
Let me get this straight. You had an experience, you didn't feel bullied. You viewed a produced version of your experience, then you felt bullied. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
I think Shelly was there. Who was there? Sierra. And I thought that you guys were like looking at me. I was just being funny and joking around, and then I had seen the commentary you guys made, and it really did hurt my feelings.
Nick was also there. Nick and Taylor were also there. Why didn't she mention them? Why is she only mentioning Shelly and Sierra?
Nonchalant queen.
When she charged the Iris yesterday, like, I was actually fucking scared. From the moment Iris got in here, she already tried to set a tone of like who Iris could talk to and who she can't. So if you even feel like you have to stand your ground with every person that comes in here in the name of your person, that should be a red flag.
Yeah.
Why is she looking over here?
Oh, I think she thinks we're staring at her. Who are not.
That was me.
It was hurtful.
Shelly, do you know what clip she's talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what clip she was talking about. We were all on the couch just sitting down talking. Might look like it was a mean girl situation or everyone was being mean or anything, but it wasn't even that. Like, I just knowing like how we all showed up for you and was there and kept preaching sisterhood.
Are Nick and Taylor girls? Because they were also there giggling. Are they also mean girls? I guess.
I don't think personally there was a time that anyone really bullied you or anything.
What about Nick? Nick voted for her to go home twice. Shelly didn't. Shelly stood near her so that she could stay. What's going on here? Like, what's actually going on here? This is why it comes off as sexist and racist, because here's Nick, who voted for you to go home twice and was in this clip laughing at you as well, but you only want to talk about Shelly.
Shelly bullied me from start to finish. Nothing like that. I think that there were certain things that were said that did hurt my feelings. Maybe bullying could have been a different word, but truly, I've really just moved on from it.
So Nick didn't hurt your feelings? I can't.
It is what it is. Like, you know, I don't have any ill will towards you, like, at all.
And likewise, and if you did feel like you were bullied, then I apologize for that. There is no ill feelings towards anything. For me, I just think the aftermath of everything was just like shocking to me.
I appreciate you apologizing. I really do.
Huda, I want to add that being in the villa, watching the day-to-day, I really thought that I saw Alandria really being there for you as a friend. Why did you feel like you couldn't lean on her in these moments where you said you felt you weren't supported?
Exactly.
So with Alandria, me and Alandria were really good friends in the villa. Like, I love that bitch down. You're not a bitch, but like, you know what I mean. But I love Alandria. Like, I love to death. Okay, and she was there for me a lot. I think it was after that stand on business challenge where it was like, I don't know who to talk to. Like, after that, and we've spoken about it, we've talked about it, and like, we moved on from it.
Are you guys still close?
Okay, so like she said, we're super close in the villa. Upon exiting the villa, once we got our phones back, I saw the amount of hate that I was getting from her stands, and I expressed to her, hey, I really feel like it's important, especially if you consider yourself being very, very close to me, and you was close to Shelly at some point, to speak out to your fans and kind of address, because the racism and all the things. Because out of all of us, she had the biggest following, and I truly feel like a lot of that stuff, like the hate train that me and Shelly came out to, was very important. I feel like for her to address directly to her people. And this is before we got on the plane from Fiji to come back to the States. When we got in Cali, in LA, she mentioned that she would make a post directly to her fans. So I was like, you know what? Thank you. That's all I ask, you know? 2 or 3 days went by, and she even decided to address her people. And I'm just like, it pained me, because even when she went on there to say she was bullied and she didn't put a name to it, they thought I was one of the bullies, you know what I mean? So I'm glad she kind of put a name to it now and kind of cleared that up. It's like, that shit added more hate. I don't think you understand it. That shit was fucking with me mentally. It was so bad. I'm like, dang, like, me and Huda was so close. Like,
how was it fucking with you mentally? Didn't you say earlier in the episode that even people who hate you love you? Didn't you say that? Where's the consistency? You said people are obsessed with you, even the ones that hate you. So how is it fucking with you mentally? Which one is it? Why do they keep changing the narratives? Either you love your haters or you hate, or your haters give you mental issues. Be consistent.
Worth the post, like, to address your people when they have the whole narrative wrong. You kind of just got into the real world and kind of fell into that narrative and fed it. I'm like, damn, like, did our friendship not mean anything, you know? Which is why I chose to unfollow you. I know we have not spoken, but that's really the reason why.
When I heard about what was going on.
Yeah, I have not spoken, but that's really the reason why.
When I heard about what was going on.
Yeah.
I remember I told you, I said, Alandria, I do not want you or Shelly getting hate. And I told you that. And I told you that I would address it. In an interview with press, I addressed the bullying and the hate towards you guys. And I said, I don't condone bullying. I don't agree with it. And it got aired the day you unfollowed me.
Can I just say something really quickly?
Yeah, but they're not gonna think that you're talking about them bullying Shelly and Alandria. They're gonna think you're talking about Shelly and Alandria bullying you. That's what they're gonna think. If you just say in a broad statement, very vaguely, I don't condone bullying, they're not gonna think you're talking about their behavior toward your friends. They're gonna think they're talking about your friends' behavior towards you. And you knew that. That's why you have to be specific with your words. And you were being vague with your words on purpose so that people can interpret it however they want. And most likely people are going to interpret it however they want. If they're for you, it's going to be favorable to you. And if they're for Shelly and Alandria, it's going to be favorable for them. People have who they're for and against. Like, aren't you in the country? Aren't you paying attention to what's happening in the country? People pick and choose whatever they decide is true based on whatever side of the aisle that they're on. Unfortunately. So if you're not directly saying stop bullying Shelly and Alandria, people are gonna think when you say I don't condone bullying, not what you actually claim to mean. Because who knows what you mean? We only know what you say and do. If you're not saying and doing it, how are we supposed to know what you mean? Do we look like Professor X out here? Are we mind reading your ass? Say what it is.
And from what I'm understanding, like, I don't know, you didn't really put a name to who your bullies were. I think now I'm getting clarification that I was one of your bullies.
I never put a name to it. I will say that.
That was dangerous.
You intentionally didn't put a name to it because you knew the people that was for you would fill in those blanks. Oh, she must be talking about Shelly, Alandria, and Sierra. She must be talking about those three. Who else would she be talking about? I don't know why they wouldn't add Nick to that, but people aren't adding Nick to it. Nick voted her off twice. Nick was right there laughing. I don't get it, but anyway, you don't put a name to it. People are gonna fill in whatever name they feel like fitting in. That's the issue.
Oh, hold on.
That was dangerous.
And I literally called you out on the. That was dangerous. Hold on.
That was dangerous.
And I literally called you out on the podcast, and I said I love Alandria. So I'm unsure of why you thought it was towards you at all.
Like, I got hate from it. That's why I was so confused.
And I didn't even know that. And I wish you would have said something so I could just clarify again that I love you.
I think the clarification was in the Airbnb though, because the three of us was in that room when we turned to you and said, Huda, like, you should address these people, it's not okay, etc., etc., and you said you will. You didn't express to me that you felt like I was a bully to you or this or that. You made it seem like, oh my gosh, I missed you so much, girl, you look beautiful, how are you, whatever. So I'm thinking like everything is good. Like, to then see you go in your interviews and say, oh, I was bullied, and now I'll say I was the bully because that's what you're insinuating. It doesn't really make sense. If you said you're gonna like bully because that's what you're insinuating, it doesn't really make sense. If you said you're gonna like knock that out, but then you go on and say, oh, that was my bully, and this is in the midst of me getting constant hate based off of what people felt for you or whatever.
I definitely said things on emotion, like, because it was shortly after we left. And obviously, yeah, I thought things were great. And then starting to see the videos, it hurt my feelings. And I should have addressed that to you directly. I should have said something. And I do apologize for not saying things to you directly.
It seemed like everything that they're doing is based on videos that they've seen that other people have clipped. Whether it's with Nick and Alandria's relationship or if it's with this situation. People keep talking about, oh, I saw edits and now I feel this way. But you lived it. Why are you talking about an edit or a clip that you saw that has been manipulated in some way? That's not what you experienced. That's just what was shown. Why are they paying attention more to what was shown? The whole point of this reusing is for them to clear up what wasn't shown. Just for you to come out and be like, oh, I saw some stuff after I came out that was edited and produced and now I feel like this. How is that that footage wasn't for you, that footage is for us. So it seemed like they just care about what we think and how we feel about things, and they just riding off of that.
That is my fault, and I don't think you should be getting any hatred at all in like terms of like people defending me or anything like that. Like, you are a good person, and I don't want you to be getting any hate.
I mean, I appreciate your apology. I'll just say, like, it's just so confusing sometimes because, like, you know, in the villa we had so many conversations where you apologize for stuff, and then we come out and it's, oh, I'm unapologetically myself, and then on the podcast it's like watering down everything we talked about where you acknowledge, you know, I'm sorry I did this, I might have hurt you in this way and stuff, and then on your podcast it's like, oh, whatever, I just did this, I don't care. And it was such big moments too, so it's like, even now, like, I do appreciate your apology, but it's just like, damn, it's like always like an up and down when it comes to it. But
why didn't you do the post that Alandria asked you to?
I was dealing with so much outside of that. Like, I didn't know what to say in that moment because I was dealing with so much. I wanted to address more than just that.
Truly wish you would have just prioritized that moment to just address the racism and the bullying towards me and Shelly, since that was spewed out the most. That hurt her.
I was getting hated on as well, racially.
I get that, but your face was not plastered on fucking George Floyd's body.
I didn't even
Mine
see
was.
that.
I told you that, but your face was not plastered on fucking George Floyd's body.
I didn't even
Mine
see
was.
that.
I told you that.
This was as a result.
It was that bad.
Either. I don't
I
want it either.
explained it in the airport, like that shit. Like that shit is hurt. That shit hurt.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like
That's crazy. Wait a minute.
I don't condone that either. I don't
I explained it in the airport, like that shit. Like that shit is hurt. That shit hurt.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I didn't make the post.
I'm glad you've grown from it now, but that shit hurt, bro.
I'm really sorry.
We was close.
I'm really like truly.
And you didn't fucking speak up for me.
You see how friendships are more important?
You didn't fucking speak up for me.
I'm hurt. I said bullying, and when I was
it wasn't just bullying, it was racism.
All of it. And I said bullying, and when I was
it wasn't just bullying, it was racism.
All of it. And I'm really sorry about that. Like, I do not make these posts by people. I told people I don't want anybody getting hate. I don't want any bullying. I don't want anything. I've said it so many times. I've said it so many times today. Like, I
just got a glimpse of Chris's face. Chris is funny. I got a mental, like, picture of Chris's face, like, just sitting back at the fire pit, just looking, like, dead in the face. Like, he just don't want to be there. And he kind of had the same face just now when I saw him.
I'm sorry that all of that happened, but I was getting racism hate too. Like, I don't want you guys.
How do you know damn well your racism hate ain't the same as Shelly and Alandria racism hate? There's levels to racism. There's levels to racism. Stop. They just said she got the most followers, so that means you got the most love. So your racism ain't the same as they racism. Like, stop. She mentioned George Floyd, her face being on George Floyd's body. Like, that's crazy. You ain't getting that level of racism. Cut it out. Talking about me too. I also dealt with it. And what race are you? So what is your racism? What? I think she mean nationalism. What's the other one? Culturism. What the hell is it? Because she's just a different ethnicity. She's not a different race from the Caucasians. So it was like, what your level of racism is not the same.
Getting it in that way, I think that's wrong. Racism is wrong. I don't agree with it at all.
So then why didn't you prioritize posting that a month ago when Alandria asked you? Why couldn't you have just said racism is wrong, stop bullying my friends? You talking about I was busy and I couldn't, like, what?
Is this why you unfollowed her, Alandria?
100%, yeah. Oh yeah, because it's like I've seen two different people. Because we were in the villa talking about, I can't wait to plan trips together. You were saying things like, oh, I want you to meet my daughter, etc. I was excited for those moments. But then when we get out, it's like a complete switch. Like, you seen social media, now you're saying you've seen clips and this and that.
Where do you ladies think that
it's like just throwing the friendship away? Kind of like how Nick did Sierra. He came out and saw this and that and was just like, oh, fling. Huda and Nick are the same person. The same way Huda came out, saw clips, fling Alandria and Shelly. Nick came out, saw clips, fling Sierra. It's the same thing.
You go from here.
I mean, for me personally, like, you pick and choose who you want to be friends with, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be friends with everybody.
You
So it's
want to
like,
be friends with Huda?
no, I just wish you well from a distance. Like, I want the best for her, but it's just like me personally having a friendship, like, that trust is broken. Like, that's not something I could do. I wouldn't feel like I could trust her as my friend. So it's just like, you know.
Yeah, she's wishy-washy.
I love her to death, but that really was a turning point for me.
I wish you guys both well. I wish you the best. Like, I don't want either one of y'all receiving hate. And like Shelly said, not everybody's meant to be friends, and that's okay, but it doesn't mean I hate them.
Well, I agree that hate in any form is unacceptable, and I'm glad that we were able to have this conversation.
So why can't we be consistent?
And thank you guys for being so open about it.
Y'all need to be consistent.
Shelly, I want to talk
If hate is wrong in every form, then hate is wrong in every form. Any kind of hate is wrong. But y'all want to hate sometimes. Y'all want to hate sometimes. It seemed like everybody has collectively decided to hate Ciara. What? Because the public does. That's the thing. I'm telling you right now, if the public didn't cancel Ciara, they would have been cool with her still. I truly believe that, because they're not consistent.
About the heart rate challenge.
And mind you, I don't want you to think that I'm like caping for Ciara. I don't care for Ciara. I care for the principle of consistency. If you say this person is your friend, your girlfriend, your whatever, your boyfriend, and then you don't address them because the public don't like them, you're not a good friend. You're not a good person. You're not a good partner. You're not a good anything. Because you only care about how your relationship is perceived as opposed to your relationship with that person and what you've built with them. And that's what Huda did to Shelly and Alandria, and that's what Nick did to Ciara. It shouldn't matter how other people feel about Ciara. How did you feel about Ciara? You liked her. Why are you just deading her? It doesn't matter how other people feel about Shelly and Alandria. Why did you just dead them, Huda? You liked them. It doesn't, it's that bothers me. It comes off as fake. So yeah, it's the trust thing. How could you trust somebody that treated somebody like that they claimed they cared for?
What was it that Huda did that crossed the line in your eyes?
I think the whole performance in the video, I don't know if you guys have a clip or not, but I mean, if it is here, I'd rather it just be seen rather than having to explain it.
Well, Ariana?
Yes, we do have an unseen extended version just for us.
Okay, good. I would like to see. I would like to see what this is.
Anybody need some housekeeping? You've been a dirty, dirty boy.
So
What is happening? Oh shit.
Jeremiah's face. How is this a challenge?
I'm not looking.
Ace, you thought you were out of the
Oh, I didn't
off the
think I
hook here? No. Lay down.
Oh, shit. Hey, babe, what you doing there?
Are we supposed to be watching?
Are we supposed to be watching?
Oh, this is a soft part. That's some crazy shit.
What the Shelly?
Yeah.
Shelly, Shelly, what the Shelly?
Yeah.
Shelly, close your eyes. It was a challenge.
help you.
This ain't no challenge.
What the hell is
Shirley! What the Shirley?
Yeah.
Shirley, close your eyes. It's a challenge. Just help you.
This ain't no challenge.
You can book our services online.
So, lots to talk about there. But when you watch that, how do you feel? And do you feel you went too far, or?
I think that I took it a step too far for certain people, and I do apologize if I made anybody feel uncomfortable. Everything was consensual. There was no limitations, and we all made that very clear at the beginning of the challenge.
So, Shelly, watching that back, do you feel like you overreacted, or do you feel like you were justified in your feelings?
No, I definitely feel like I was justified. I want to bring up a point of like, we've always mentioned this whole consensual thing and everyone's like, yeah, we're all open to everything. So with that being said, it comes to a thing of like this friendship and sisterhood. It was never because we didn't consent to this. And I think when you do certain challenges, it's with intention because you're interested in a person, you like a person. I mean, to my knowledge, you didn't have any interest for Ace. So to go as far as that, as me being your friend, I think my reasons were very justified.
So for the rest of the group, was it?
Especially in terms of at the beginning of the show, I'm sure everybody wanted to go hard in challenges with Jeremiah, and they didn't out of respect for Huda. So for Huda to go hard on one of her friends' guys is like, how come you didn't ease up off my guy when I was easing up off of your guy?
Remembered it? Was there a smoking gun?
I thought it was taken too far. It was a boundary that was crossed.
I also see like Huda's side where we've been preaching like it's a challenge, but in the same breath it's like,
I love how Nick sees Huda's side after Huda just made his girl cry. Oh wait, that's not his girl, his travel buddy. Cry.
It's week 5 and it's Ace and Shelly, so it's like a bit, you know.
Just think that there should have been more talk about boundaries. I think that was just something, miscommunication.
But if Shelly had done that routine on Jeremiah when you were together, what would your reaction have been?
When Chris was getting danced up on and all of that, so I'm over here cheering.
Chris wasn't, that's not the question. That wasn't the question. It wasn't about Chris getting danced on. It was about if she had danced with Jeremiah like that. That was the question. Stop changing the question.
We're both experiencing it. You and Jeremiah.
No, with everybody. Every single person that loves Chris, like I was cheering.
They not asking about Chris. They asking about Jeremiah.
Laughing the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between being danced on and licking private parts, if I'm being real. Like,
and that's boundaries you can't really speak on. That's why, like, even Iris saying this whole boundaries thing, I don't feel like I have to sit here and be like, hey, don't lick the person I'm connected with dick. Like, I don't feel like I have to say that. Like, I think it's just an invisible boundary where I just don't have to say that. Just also as my friend, and again, just reciprocating what you want back.
She didn't answer the question. The question was, how would you have felt if Shelly did what you did to Ace to Jeremiah? She didn't answer the question. She started talking about Chris. Me tired of all of them. Me tired of them.
To bring up a moment that has had so many fans talking. Viewers thought that they could hear Sierra screaming in the background while Alandria was in the confessional. But that wasn't quite it.
I feel like if I find the right woman, I know she's all about me, I'm all about her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it everything.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I truly, truly, truly love talking to Zach. The things that we both align ourselves with kind of match. He's so cute, right? Am I tripping? He's so cute, right? Am I tripping? No way.
It's Huda.
He's so cute, right? Am I tripping?
It's Huda and Iris.
He's there right now. He was fine too. Like, for real, I be lost.
That's a bonding moment.
Cute, right? Am I tripping? He's there right now. He was fine too. Like, for real, I be lost.
That's a bonding moment. I'm glad they showed that. Everyone kept saying, they were like, we don't understand how Iris and Huda are friends. And then I'm like, we bonded like that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
All right, well, Season 7 was a journey, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys. As someone who's been on a show a lot like this, the takeaway isn't always finding true love, but finding some great friends.
That's love too. Why do we keep differentiating friendship with romance? Friendship is also love. There are different types of love.
Let's take a look at the connections that made this summer so special.
You can't tell me that Taylor don't love Nick more than he loved Clark. Like, you really can't. You can't tell me that.
Feels like I'm lost.
It's annoying. Why are we only viewing romance as love?
Bitch, you look good.
Thank you, you girl.
We've got 6'1", 185 pounds.
What the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Yo, we fucking with some little kids, bro.
Yes, you are.
I thought we were Stooges. Oh shit, now we must steer. I like Stooges. You like the Stooges? That's funny. God, it's a joke. I like the Stooges. That's funny. God, it's a joke.
You came out with two best friends. Like two brothers, bro. At the end of the day, we love each other, we troll each other, but we're boys for life.
For life. For life. Is Olandra gonna be your travel buddy for life? No, probably not. And even if she was, he's not saying it, but he's saying Ace and Taylor are his boys for life. Pay attention to the verbiage. When it comes to your friend, it's for life, but the person that is you're romantically linked to, you're not using this verbiage to describe them. But I'm supposed to believe that that's love and your friend isn't? Y'all don't have to believe me or agree with me. But y'all clearly are doing exactly what I'm saying.
But I'm like, I need a hug from everybody because I'm so happy to be here with all of you gorgeous girls. Hold on, let's take a picture. Cute. Savage. Y'all ready? Savage. Y'all ready?
This is friendships for life.
For real. This is family for life.
Right.
Friendships for life. Why are they the happiest when they're with their friends? Yeah, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, whether it's friendship or romance, love is love, and I, for one,
Thank
will
you.
always be celebrating it.
Thank you.
Thank you all for an amazing summer. Love you all so much.
Yeah!
Still want more Love Island? Well, I have good news. It's only 3 weeks until we're back on Peacock with Love Island Games. All of your favorite Islanders from around the world, including some of these guys, will be back in the villa to fight for a second chance at love.
I won't be
Love
watching
Island
that shit.
Games is back Tuesday, September 16th, exclusively on Peacock.
So Love Island own these people now?
Are we jumping in the pool now?
Let's jump in.
That was dry as... Dry. Me don't know what I'm come outside for. I'm gonna see what I'm doing. I really don't. That was not worth the wait. I didn't have to wait as long as everybody else, but still, it was not worth the wait. Like I said, I'm gonna see what I'm doing. For those of you who don't understand patois, what that means is I don't see what they did. They showed up and did not show out. It was very PC. It was very boring. So yeah, I don't watch regular Love Island. I only watched last season of USA and this season. I don't watch the games. And to be honest with you, I don't even care for these people now. This was the closure that I needed. Like, I actually don't like them anymore. I mean, there are still a few that I like, but I'm not going to be following their lives and stuff unless maybe they get a YouTube channel and I end up following them on YouTube. But they're gonna have to be like really interesting and entertaining. They can't be boring and it can't seem performative to me. But other than that, I'm not with it with these people anymore. I'm really not. And they're not my demographic. They're not my generation. They're not for me. It's for entertainment, and they entertain me on the show. This was not entertaining. Like I said, it seemed like they've been media trained now, so there was an energy that I was expecting that I didn't get. So I wasn't feeling it. If anybody watches this, let me know what you think of the show and the reunion, and what you think of my thoughts, if you care. And yeah, thumbs up the video and subscribe, because I'm supposed to say that on here. Bye.